Hi, I'm Viola. Subscribe to my channel and I will take you into my world of craftsmanship, passion and love. Welcome to episode 5. Are you ready for a flaky, rich chocolate tartelette vegan style? If you have seen my second episode, you will know how to make a vanilla tartelette. Now I'm going to show you to make it vegan, so fully plant-based and chocolate. Are you ready for this? Do you want to make the cream that goes inside this wonderful chocolate tartelette? Then watch the previous episode. Go and make it, because after you made this, you're going to fill it with the chocolate cream. And if you like that video, please press thumbs. Remember, I told you guys that I'm a very stubborn person. Well, here goes. Everything I do here, I do it my way or the highway. I had ideas in mind about how I wanted to run my shop, what type of boss I wanted to be, and which ingredients and recipes I was going to make. I wanted, and I still want, to execute my ideas. Fresh ingredients and everything baked from scratch. No matter how big or successful I will become, this will not change. When I came back from the UK, as I told you in my previous episode, I was ready for a new and exciting challenge. Boy, was I right! However, getting vegan ingredients at the time from my suppliers was a huge challenge. In 2019, plant-based ingredients were still very hard to come by, unfortunately. I had to import ingredients from Spain, Belgium and Germany to get my recipes and flavors fully plant-based and the right flavor. I decided to start with bonbons, the 7 sins. 7 wonderful chocolates, completely plant-based, with wonderful flavors and textures. Word got around of Viola's going to England and starting a vegan pastry line here in Eindhoven, because soon I was being interviewed by several magazines about my vegan patisserie. And I even made it on the cover. Yay! It only made me want to create more vegan pastry. After the chocolates, the next recipe I veganized was a banana cake. But then, of course, Viola's style. Would you like the recipe? Please let me know in the comments below and maybe next video we will make it for you. Now, enough said. Let's make some hazelnut and chocolate tartelettes. The ingredients you will need are 1 gram of sea salt flakes, 200 grams of plain flour, 30 grams of cocoa powder. Please be aware that there are different types of cocoa powder. Please use the one for baking that is a little bit bitter, because it will taste better in this recipe. 50 grams of hazelnut powder. Please keep a little bit of texture. That's very nice in your tartelette. 80 grams of icing sugar, 95 grams of vegan butter, 75 grams of cacao butter, 25 grams of vegan cream, 10 grams of flax seeds, and 50 milliliters of water. When you combine the two, you will get an egg-like texture. Look at this. Ta-da! This is what you will need. There we go. Start the recipe by combining the dry ingredients. In this recipe, the dry ingredients are the salt, flour, cocoa powder, hazelnut powder, and powdered sugar. Combine together with a whisk. When all the ingredients are combined, set aside the bowl. In the bowl of your stand mixer, add the vegan butter and mix until a little bit lighter in color and softer and fluffy. Yeehaw! Okay, I'm going to give you a little secret. I think every one of you at home has a hairdryer. We use in the patisserie this hairdryer to make the cream warm, a little bit more fluffy, so we get a better texture in our tartelette. This is the texture that you would like to achieve. After the butter has reached the right consistency, you're going to add your flakes egg. As you can see from the mixture, it will be difficult to get the two fats to combine, so scrape down the bowl as needed. You're the boss, you're the chef, anyone can bake. En dan mix het wel gewoon. Kijk maar. Dit is het. Oh ja. Okay, by now you've figured out that I doubled the recipe for this presentation. So I'm going to try to put all the dry ingredients in the bowl at once. Then slowly mix to combine, and in the meantime you're going to heat up your cacao butter. So my cacao butter is melted and I'm waiting until this mixture now is like a crumbly consistency before I add the cacao butter. As you can see, now it's the texture that I want. So slowly pour your cacao butter into the mixture. Stop the mixture and scrape down the bowl as needed. Turn it back on. Finally, pour in your vegan cream. When the dough is ready, take it out of the mixer and place it into plastic wrap and put in the fridge for at least half an hour before we start to roll the tartelette dough. Yoo-hoo! Into the freezer. When you put the dough into the freezer, it will be soft. When you take it out of the freezer, it should be firm and look like this. Take some flour on the workbench and roll it out with the rolling pin. And just like I explained in the previous episode about tartelettes, every 2 or 3 rolls, rotate the dough so it doesn't stick to your workbench. Makes it a lot easier to handle.
So satisfying.
Woohoo! Then roll it out to about 2.5 millimeters. The thinner your dough is, the more difficult it is to handle, but the crispier your tartelette will be. In de patisserie doen we dat gewoon met de machine. Jij moet het met de hand doen. Is wel mooi. For this shape of tartelette, you need certain measurements in the dough. I will put the link with the recipe and all the measurements in the description box below. When you are doing this and the dough becomes too warm and difficult to handle, just place it back in the freezer for a few minutes. The cacao butter inside will firm up again and then it's easier to work with. Tip of the week. Place the dough inside, corner first, make sure the edges are good inside. Place the entire dough in. This will take some practice, so don't worry, just do it many times. Sharp edges. Take the form and press it into your dough. Then take a sharp knife and remove all the edges. Ta-da! You can bake your tartelettes on an air mat. If you don't have them, you do like we did last time. You poke some holes into the dough. This one goes into the oven 170 degrees, 12 to about 15 minutes depending on your oven. But wait, before you bake, chocolate does not change a lot in color in the oven. So trust your inner baker and don't overbake. When they come out of the oven, they should look like this. Ta-da! Make sure you let it cool completely and then your chocolate tartelette is ready to fill with delicious chocolate cream. It's time to try, because of course you have to taste everything you make to see if you did the correct job. It's flaky, very chocolatey, and you get this hint of hazelnut. It's very nice. It's good. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. If you would like to hear more about my story. If you would like to hear more about my story, follow me in my dreams. Follow me in my dreams to come. Watch me make and taste awesome pastry. And watch me make and taste awesome pastry. Subscribe. Then please subscribe to my channel and follow me on social media.